they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. In this video, we're going to go over why the Atlanta Falcons could have a top 10 defense in 2021. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Logan, please do not do this again. In 2019, you made a video saying that the Falcons could have a top 5 defense. In 2020, you made a video on why the Falcons could have a top 10 defense. Do not jinx the Atlanta Falcons defense again, and don't make a video saying on why we could be at least top 5 or top 10. And to be honest with you, I didn't really want to do this again. I didn't want to jinx the possibilities, but I also feel a little confident that maybe, just maybe, this time it could be the year we see a good Falcons defense, and we're going to go over all of that starting right now. Here we go. The list of why the Atlanta Falcons could have a top 10 defense in 2021. Before we begin, I do have to let you guys know I have 3 reasonings on why they could have a top 10 defense in the upcoming season, and none of them are necessarily mind-blowing. Like, they're not like, whoa, what? I didn't think about that. They're just kind of what you think it is. But I hope it all makes sense, and I hope you guys agree and enjoy nonetheless. So, the first reason why the Falcons could have a top 10 defense in 2021 is because our new defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, is going to bring in the Blitz. Now, while I don't exactly have any stats to prove that the Blitz worked out for the Falcons last year more than it did with anything else they tried, by the eye test, I think any Falcons fan could agree with me when I say that when our defense blitzed, it actually worked, and it actually kind of made our defense look good, dare I say. Like, you know, think about it this way. The Week 8 game Thursday night against the Carolina Panthers, what was like the main thing we were talking about and why we won the game? It was probably because Raheem Morris started to blitz more with this defense, and everyone's just like, oh my gosh, wow, like, did you see what the defense did? We were blitzing and we were bringing in that pass rush, something that we've been wanting to see for a long time. And we had, I think we had 3 sacks in that game. I mean, coming into the game, we barely had 1, I think. I can't quite remember what happened, but all I know is the blitz was working. Like, that was kind of keeping us in the game. And then against the Saints Week 13, I don't know if you remember in the first quarter with, you know, the Falcons defense against Taysom Hill, on every first and second down, we would blitz, we would bring in pressure. And we're like, oh my gosh, we might actually stop the Saints here. We might have them turn over the ball. And then on every third down, for some reason, Raheem Morris just wanted to cover deep. And it worked every time for the Saints, and they converted to get a first down. And then we had the same exact thing. First and second down was a blitz. We're bringing in pressure. Finally, we're doing good. And then we decide to not blitz on third down, and the Saints get a first down. It made no sense. I don't know why Raheem Morris kept, you know, deciding to not do what was working. But with Dean Pease, you know, saying in the interview, oh, we're going to come in from everywhere. Oh, everyone on the defense is going to blitz. That's just good news to hear, because the Falcons, they did really good with the blitz. And again, I don't have any stats to prove it, but at the same time, I don't think anyone's arguing that the defense did so much better with the blitz. So he will bring in what works in Atlanta, apparently. The second reason why the Falcons could have a top 10 defense in 2021 is because, I'm telling you guys, the defense was simply just inconsistent last year. It was not atrociously bad. So if we have, and I know I'm kind of, you know, against the whole, oh, coaches are the only reason the Falcons suck. If we get a better coaching staff, we could be better. Well, while I still believe there's more to it than just coaching, I will say when it comes to defense, coaching was definitely the #1 issue with the team, because it kind of goes back to reason number one. Raheem Morris, for some reason, only blitzed when he felt like it, I guess. Like, when he blitzed, the defense looked good, actually. In fact, with Raheem Morris, the defense finished 14th DVOA, actually. And that's pretty impressive because if you think about it with Dan Quinn, like, they were letting up, like, 35 points, 40 points. But then, when Raheem Morris took over, they let up very little points, like 23 points to the Vikings, 23 points to the Lions, 17 to the Panthers, 24 points to the Saints, 6 points to the Raiders, 21 points to the Saints, 20 to the Chargers, and then the Chiefs 17. The only bad games were against Tom Brady. But if you think about it, those were only 2 games under Raheem Morris where we let up 30 plus points. So with all the points that we let up under Raheem Morris, it shows, like, Raheem Morris might not have been, like, the answer at head coach. He's definitely not the best defensive coordinator, but he proved that this defense is not so utterly atrociously terrible. Like with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was letting up 38 points, 40 points, 30 points, 30 points. Like, you know, that's why everyone says this defense is so bad, because of what Dan Quinn did. But it's honestly not. Like, it's really not atrociously bad. Now, do we need more players and more talent? Yes, but it's not awful. So just think about it this way. I'm going to go to what you guys want me to say. If we get a better coaching staff, I know you guys have been wanting me to say that. If we have a better defensive coordinator, and it seems as if we have a proven one in Dean Pease. I won't hype it up just yet, but we seem to have a proven defensive coordinator in Dean Pease, a guy that's been working with Bill Belichick and coached a top 10 defense with the 2007 Patriots, and then he also had a Super Bowl 2012 Ravens defense. He had a Mike Vrabel defense. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say there. He didn't have a Mike Vrabel defense, but he worked with Mike Vrabel's defense, if that makes any sense. Yeah, he's worked with really good players. So this just kind of tells you, guys, maybe if we get a better defensive coordinator, it could prove our defense is not so atrociously terrible like everyone says it is. So what happens if we get a better defensive coordinator? We will just see. Like, Raheem Morris wasn't the guy. Dan Quinn was certainly not the guy. So what happens with Dean Pease? We will see. So I guess I should have renamed this reasoning to we have a better defensive coordinator instead of the defense is not atrociously bad, but you get the idea. And then the last reason here is we got a new general manager to bring in bigger players. For whatever reason, Thomas Dimitroff loved to bring in, like, smaller, you know, mediocre defensive players. I don't know why. He had an obsession with that. Like, Vic Beasley was a smaller defensive guy. You know, and just everyone else we got on defense was smaller. Like, Deion Jones really isn't even all that big. Grady Jarrett, I mean, Grady Jarrett worked out, but he's definitely still undersized. You know, like, I'm not saying Deion Jones and Grady Jarrett are bad players, but I think you get what I'm trying to say is Thomas Dimitroff loved to bring in small guys for some reason. So what happens with the former assistant general manager for the Saints, Terry Fontenot? Let's just see if he brings in what he did with the Saints. The Saints brought in themselves a pretty good defense and much more physical, mean players. So we'll just see. We will just see. In fact, if we get better defensive players, I might just have to remake this video and bring in some more reasonings on why we could have a top 10 defense. But that is all I got for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with the video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.